Hello, this is case two. So we're discussing a late bill after sales. So your bill happened after you sell and deliver an invoice, and here's the bill. So the configuration is the same. If you don't know the configuration, please look at case one standard for the video. In here, I'm gonna start with the purchase order, and it's the same process but different product. So let's start with the purchase and exact same value. Case two, quantity 5, 100 each. Confirm. We just receive the quantity. By receiving the quantity, your inventory would have the update in the report here 500. Then, no journal entry, no journal entry for that 500. It's still 600 from the previous case one. All right, so there's no journal entry. If you really want, you could. Okay, so if you really want, we can add it. We're in the review valuation and you can generate it. So it debit the valuation again for you. So that way it increase 1100. Later on, you want to make a sell. But again, we don't have a bill. So we go and make a sell. Right now it's $100 each. So if you make a sell for 250 each, your cost of goods sold at the moment is $100. So you start deliver, nothing happened, and you can just invoice. As you invoice and confirm, you will see that the cost of goods sold is 100, not 150. Now, what happened is that what you can do is go back to accounting and generate another entry, but they said there's nothing to generate. Okay, now, what if you go and create a bill? So right now, if you look at the balance sheet, your deduction of $100 as a cost of goods sold. Right now, our inventory of that product A for product A for case two, you still have 500, but your remaining become 400, okay? And that 100 goes out. However, we go back to the purchase order and say, now we have a bill. If we upload a bill right now, okay, and then you say, no, our bill right now is not 100 each, it's 150 for some reason. By doing so, you will see the inventory valuation that your remaining become 600, but it automatically changed 700. But the value here it's still 100, not 150, because the journal entry doesn't update accordingly. Okay, but it's zero because it goes out already. Whether it's 100 or 150, it goes out. Now, notice that your actual valuation is 600. What does Odoo tell you now in the accounting? It tells you you have 1750, which is wrong. If you go to review and then create a journal entry again, it kind of offset that 550. So basically that 100 cost of goods sold, but right now has to be 150, has been reflected and it booked into the interim and you post it. Now, if you look at the balance sheet, your inventory valuation, well, 1200 is correct because case one was 600. Now it's also 600. So um, that is correct because if you go back to inventory and then move analysis, if you look at all the product, 600 plus 600, it is 1200 and is matching with Odoo. The only problem is it tells you that there is interim, but there shouldn't be any interim because everything is balanced out. So it shouldn't be any interim. So in this case, um, here, your cost of goods sold, it's still 100 only. If you go to reporting and profit and loss, you realize that your cost of goods sold. Oh, sorry. Your cost of goods sold, it's 250 because in case one, it's 150 and case two is 100. So if case two is also 150, you expect to see 300. However, it's still not updating. So what happened is you have to manually create a journal entry to manual entry, book, interim to cost of goods sold because that was just a late bill case. So what you do is interim and then cost of goods sold. Your cost of goods sold is higher, which is cost of goods sold. Should be 50 here, and then remove the 50 from the interim and then post it. This is manual. By doing so, your balance sheet then doesn't have anything balanced, and then your cost of goods sold shows correctly. But also be careful on this. This cost of goods sold is just one entry. It does not contain any product. So if you said you want to run a report to see which product have which cost of goods sold, apparently your product A, case two, it's not going to be accurate. Your cost of goods sold here still shows 100 when you run the journal entry, journal item analysis. Thank you.